dance groups here. There are so many different activities, and I think Lonnie was gracious enough to put together a whole list of things that are in your packet. If you want dates, times, costs, go to the tipster. It does vary. So thank you all for your time and attention.
Okay, now we're back to the single person thing. But before I go on to that, there's probably, what I got to say is the majority of the people that are utilizing the gym now probably would be better off doing some of these classes, or at least maybe one day a week in the gym and a couple of classes, from what I'm seeing. Because too many people are just sitting on machines and doing non-movement stuff. Non-movement stuff isn't going to get you anywhere. Life is movement. You got to be moving around. So sitting in the chair doing presses or pulls or whatever like that, it's not going to get you the same kind of things what Lonnie and what Sharon did. I will say some of the newer equipment that's coming out gets you up more, and it does have its purpose. Okay, you do need to build strength too. Okay. All right, now, to exercise safely, which these guys did before their class, you need a 5 to 10 minute warm-up. Again, I talked a little bit about that. You know, it depends on what you're going to do, on how you're going to warm up. Try to duplicate some of the movements that you're going to do and whatever exercise you're going to do in that period of time. You can monitor your intensity by your heart rate range if you're not taking a beta blocker or some other medication that is affecting your resting or exercising heart rate. The way I exercise, I use my perceived exertion and the talk test. So if I walk up to somebody who's a client of mine and I see them gasping for air on the treadmill, I'm going to go up there and ask them a question. If they can't respond to me without breathing heavily and having to take a breath every couple sentences, I'm going to say slow down, or every couple words I should say slow down. You know, it's basically it's your perceived exertion. How hard are you working? You can also use the talk test, is what I just talked about. Make sure they can talk, and we make sure you can talk while you're exercising. Now you don't want to carry on a 15-minute conversation with the person next to you, but you should be able to respond with a couple of sentences. How often and how intense should you exercise? Well, for cardio, if you're just starting out, cardio, you want to aim for a 30-minute duration at whatever speed you can handle. Now, that 30-minute exercise period can be broken up into 5 or 10-minute sections. And maybe, if you're brand new coming to the gym or working out in your house or whatever, maybe you just do 5 minutes for that day. Maybe you do 6 minutes the next day and gradually work up. When you get up to 30 minutes, then it's time to think about increasing the speed or adding something into that exercise that you're doing. Probably should be exercising 3 to 5 times per week. 6 wouldn't be bad. I would take 1 day off a week. Speaking about varying your training, there's something called fartlek training. Nice word, but that's what it's called. And all that is if you're going for a walk, and here's your normal pace, whenever you think about it, you just walk fast for 15 or 20 seconds. Maybe you can up that to 30. You probably never want to go over 30 seconds. After that 30 seconds is up, you come back to your normal walking pace until you feel like you're back to normal. The next time you feel like it, you go and walk fast again for 15 or 20 seconds. What's nice about that is you're calling the shots on that. You're not looking at your watch saying, okay, every 2 minutes I'm going to go hard for 30 seconds. You're doing that on your own call. And that kind of covers your cardio. The strength endurance training, what these dance classes are and stuff is really what I call multiplanar, multi-joint function, because we're doing lots of different movements with your body, similar to what you might be doing outside in your home or in your garage or whatever. Now, 50% of your routine should be multiplanar, multi-joint. Everybody understand what I mean by multiplanar, multi-joint now? Okay, sitting in a bench at the gym and doing a chest press is not a multiplanar, multi-joint exercise. Standing at the cable machine and doing the same exercise and stepping forward is multiplanar, multi-joint. Okay, you got 3 planes of motion. You got your forward, your side, and your rotational. You want to get all those involved into your strength routine. Okay, that doesn't, by just sitting in the machine, again, that does not get it for you. So if that's all you're doing and not doing any classes, you're not getting the kind of workout you should. Okay, so in a variety, again, I'm a big guy in variety. You know, at the beginning we kind of went on some of the things for your range of motion stuff on variety and different hand positions and like that. Your routine for a strength routine should change every 6 to 8 weeks. Some people, I've been here for 12 years now or so, and some people are doing the same thing as they were doing 12 years ago. So you really want to think about making some of those changes. Variety, you don't want to eat the same thing every day, do you? You don't want to go to the same restaurant every day. So let's give yourself some variety. After you're through with your exercise routine, you want to do some cool down afterwards, just like if you're doing these classes. A general stretch routine afterwards, and when you think about, some people like to stretch before, I see them stretching before, but when I think about a piece of taffy and how you can't stretch it when it's cold, that's like your body when it hasn't been moving yet. But when you're done with your exercise routine, you try to stretch or warm up a piece of taffy. It's very easy to stretch, and that's where you want to go with it. And don't stretch the same thing all the time. If you find out if you cross your leg and this knee is way up here, and you cross your leg and this knee is way down here, well, guess what? You need to work on this one and try to get your strength and flexibility equal on both sides of your body. What should a balanced fitness routine include? Sharon touched on that a little bit. Cardiovascular, and again, most of these classes did that. Cardiovascular strength, flexibility, balance, agility, and coordination. So when you guys were doing those dances, that took some coordination, right? It also took some practice. You'll get better with that if you come to the classes and work on that.